I'm here with Stags manager Jimmy Ball after the 2-0 away win here at Horsham. Jimmy, probably a perfect away performance. What was your assessment on the game?
Yeah, it was good. They're a good side, really good side. And so we knew we had to be quite disciplined. And I didn't feel we were first half. Although we went in 1-0 up, I think it was a bit open, and we made it open. So changed it a little bit just before half time, just before we got the goal, and then changed it again at half time with personnel to make what we changed it to better. But no, they're a good side. Lots of threats, and a solidified way of playing that they know how to play and play it well. So I'm really pleased with the final result and the performance, to be fair.
Yeah, just touching on that, what did you change? Because obviously, like you said, the first half was really open. I think Horsham could have had 2 or 3 by the time we scored our 1. So just what did you change up to solidify it and really make it more steady?
I'm not going to tell anyone that, am I? No, we changed shape, to be fair, to match them up, just so that it wasn't so much basketball, and hopefully we got some possession and we could keep the ball. And then just put round pegs in round holes, really. Once we'd made that decision and we looked quite good, then we just went, like I say, round pegs in round holes. And I thought second half we were good and dominated the ball. We got a bit deep when we went 2-0 up, but that's understandable when you got something to keep hold of. But no, really pleased with it. It's it is enjoyable to come to the plastic pitches and win, because it's not a level playing field. The speed of the passes, the what you let run out on a grass pitch, how it bounces, how it spins, they have all of that knowledge, and every plastic pitch is different, and they train on it all the time and they understand it. So it's not a level playing field. So when you come here, you've got to be mentally strong. Your attitude's got to be unbelievable, because it's frustrating when things aren't bouncing and you touch back cannons off you because it skids, or it's just very different. So you have to be really focused, and have a great mentality to come away from home and win on a 3G pitch. I don't think we did that at Dorking, but we definitely did it today, and we managed it a lot better. So I'm really pleased with that. The lads showed a great mentality on it. So it's extra special, to be fair.
Yeah, just touching on that second half as a whole, obviously, until we got the second goal, like you said, we were dominating possession, moving it around really nicely. Obviously, with the weather conditions, how it changed from being like this, sunny at half time, to being absolutely battering it down with rain. So it was quite hard out there, but how pleased were you with your players to really battle through all of that?
Pleased, but not surprised. That's who they are. They're a great group of lads. Great mentality and effort and attitude, really. And I'll support them in that. They'll have their off days, of course they will, but on the whole, training, games, fully committed and giving absolutely everything, and you're getting results like that at a really tough place to come. Not many will come here and keep a clean sheet, I don't think.
Yeah, and the person who really sealed it at the end there with the second goal was Ash Clark. Obviously, he brought him on to go and make that impact, and obviously he ran in behind and took around the goalie to score. Just how are you pleased that he made that impact when he sent him on to do it?
That's what these young lads, have to show consistency, and they have to show end products. They can't have, can't be all sizzle and no steak. And the lads have so much ability. So you want him to finish those things off, either with an assist or a goal, because that's what he's going to get judged on as a creative attacking player. You get judged on in his position, crosses, assists and goals. And so he's turned up today and got himself a goal. And that's what, if it's not a goal next week, it has to be an assist. That's what these younger players coming through need to understand. There has to be an end product to your play and something from the game from you. And he's come on today and done great. But, Christos has coped really well as another young player. Christy Ward, outstanding. So it's pleasing for me to see. Deck's done great today. So the younger lads are, they're growing up in front of our eyes, which is great. It's good to see Luke Hallett, another one. So pleasing.
Yeah, once again, the away fans behind the goal were making an absolute racket. Absolutely magnificent for me personally. What did you think about him?
Yeah, it gives me great satisfaction, great pleasure at the end of the game to see him, and that satisfaction and enjoyment and pride that we were able to to make them very happy today. You know, that's make your fans happy. That's the key, and they did. And I think that they're happy because they're seeing their players giving everything. They're seeing their players look exciting. You know, attacking phases of play, we look good. Defensive phases of play, you know, we're not going to get every single one right. They're going to have shots, they're going to have chances, but they stood strong, worked hard, and you know, they're happy because their players are performing, and we want to keep doing that.
Yeah, and just a final one from me. Were you really happy with how we managed the game at the end? 'Cause obviously Horsham were throwing absolutely everything at it to try and get back from that 2-goal deficit.
Yeah, not just Horsham. The weather, it was like a squall came through. It was the ball flew up in the air and span the other way. It was tough, you know. But I expect that from them. They're good men, you know. They're good, proper football men, and so I do expect them to handle it. But that's my standards, and you know they're fulfilling those standards at the moment, which is great.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy. Well done today.
Thanks, pal.